Oh, funny old game life, isn't it? Let's see if anyone comes in, because I'm going to read these off anyway. Try to make the lighting a bit darker. It's a bit dark and a bit of light. We'll see. You know, to pick the energy forms up. They'll have to flash a bit brighter. So there's 2 people I can see. I did just see something near my head then. I don't know if that was just me or not. There. We'll see. So if you're actually watching and you normally come in, say hi. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to start this. So, what was I just thinking? I was going to start this off. Oh, yeah, it's a funny old game life, because I'm beginning to see a lot more in my past me, past lives as well, past me from when I was a child, things that I look back now. That's why it's good to have a journal. I've just restarted one because I have journals I draw in, and I've started writing again, keeping records of, can't see anyone in live chat, but I can see 3 people watching, to keep a record, because when you start looking at stuff, things start interlinking. I think they do, but that's my experience. It's all about people's experiences. But yeah, when I look back now, I'll probably do a bigger talk on this, because this is going to be not too long, but I've got to go through the card readings. I look back now and I'm like, wow, I've really never been into control system. The control system. The control system to me is not just when people think, if you're actually watching and you do normally come in chat, can you just say hi? Because I'm not sure if it's, I think it's working. Or are you just lurking? Hang on. I can't even move my mouse. What's that? Restore chat. So, okay, 4 people watching, a thumbs up, and nobody saying hi in chat. And if you have, it's not coming up. So if you are there, even if you're new, just come say hi. But I'm just going to carry on as if I was just recording it with no much. Hi, Tapper, thank you. I'm like, is anybody there? Not that it matters. I would have just carried on as if it was a normal recording. I'm just going to blurt this out. I think I did put a few videos up last night, didn't I? And Tapper77, please go and check his channel out, because he has got good videos of different people's orbs. Miss Chimes on there as well, and also my little fluttery orb and slow down, which is Ace. So let me just remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so past life, I'm starting to think now, writing it down in my journal every day, even about what's happening now. So I'm going to remember and look back, and it might join something else up. Is I've never liked the control system. Some people think the control system, I did watch it, thank you, Tapper, the control system is just the government, or just those, you know, elites, this, that, and the other. Yeah, and they brought it down to lower down. So meaning, if anyone gets what I'm saying, control system can be your family, friends, jobs, everything. Because, for instance, I know, bless her soul, and I know she's, her energy comes in. I feel my mum, not my mum, but my nana who's passed, mum who's up there, my nana, hi Flora, my nana who passed away, my mum's mum. My mum's quite controlling in a sense, because she wants me to be like her, and especially because she's a cleaning fanatic, just like really overly, like, what do they call them? What were they when they're fanatical at cleaning? Got OCD. And so I won't talk in chat a minute. But my nana and my granddad were a bit like that, which is good, you know, everything in its place and all that. But I can see, looking back now, sort of systems that were even back when in my nana's day, obviously because of the way they were back in those days, and back and back and back and back. And even if you think Victorian times, there was all that, oh, you must do this and you must sit like this and you must be like that. So then programming structures, let's say, I don't know how to say this, all wording, so don't get triggered if it's not. I said to someone yesterday who's lovely and talks about spirit and stuff, and I went in the chat and said something about raising frequency. She's like, no, you're not raising, you don't want to raise, you know, we're there. And I thought, yeah, but it's just a word, you know, we all use different things too. Jack, you got something to say? Back in there now. Just to express, it's the same thing to me. But those control systems, so they get programmed into us. And then I've noticed sometimes with my eldest, the stuff I was saying to him and doing, where you think, oh, I sound just like my mother, and I don't want to be like that, because I know that sort of control system that comes in has made me feel in the past, when I look back now, not my mum's fault at all. It's that programming. She's a lovely person, but it's that programming, and it's made me, when I was in the past, feel very angry. So I have been quite angry in the past with, and being angry and not knowing why I was angry. Now I look back from today and what's going on, I'm like, oh, that's why I felt angry, because there was this control thinking in the areas, you know, at work, certain things, you know, fractures everywhere, whatever you call it, in this so-called controlled matrix where they try to control us. And everyone thinks it's the right thing to do because social media chucks it out there, this, that, and the news, blah, 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 the celebrities, all that stuff that most of us know about. You're trying to fit in them holes or them squares. We're a circle, trying to fit in a square, and it's like, it doesn't really fit. And that's why I believe in the past people have took their lives, people have got really angry with other people, they're fighting this, that, and the other, because there's a sort of underlying issue why we get triggered or we get angry. Because looking back now, I can see, oh, I didn't want to be like that. Even like when my nana took me to a Sunday school thing. Sorry, anyone who's religious, but at that time, I just thought, what? Like, what am I doing sat here? Like, I don't like whatever the person was going on about. I was just like, no, it didn't resonate with me. Or certain things a boss would say at work when I was younger, a lot younger, or at school even, because they didn't really listen at school. I just loved me out and all that, because obviously we know we're not taught really about life at school. We're taught what they want us to be programmed to, you know, program our minds to do. So we're all dumbed down. There might be new people that don't agree with that, but when you actually look into it, that is what's been happening. So no, your nana took you. Yeah, well, they did in them days, and I'm not saying that's bad. It's just there's something that doesn't resonate with me, because I see myself as I'm more of a free spirit. I just want to take things of what bits of beliefs and things that resonate with me. That's why I say I can go on someone's channel, hi Outlaw, and someone might say, oh, they're bad, they're this, that, and the other. And I might not resonate with everything the same, but I'll resonate with a bit. It's just a thing that you resonate with. So yeah, so I'm going to try and do another chat on that again, about the whole, when you look back at your life now, do you think, aha, I can see why I felt like this, this, and this. I can see as a kid why I didn't feel confident. I can see now why when I was working there at that place, I felt like this, or that person made me feel like that. It's quite interesting, even if you call it a so-called bad experience at the time, it does help you grow. But because I'm writing this stuff down and I'm trying to look back, as like some people will say, you know, your book of shadows, and looking at things in the past and this, that, and the other, it makes more sense now in the future. So I've done some readings. I just wanted to say, because I was listening to, I think it's Psychic Bob. I have seen him before, but I've just watched some of his stuff, and he was talking about the Star of David, the 6-pointed star before the Pentacle, the 5-pointed star, which some people get freaked out about, especially if they're highly religious, because they're like, oh, it's evil and all this. It's like, are we not all stars and light? Yes, and I've got 2 of them. And we would normally say earth, air, fire, and water, the 4 elements that we're all made up of. And then spirit is the pointy up one. They like to reverse it this way around, the other side, you know, because they reverse everything upside down, like upside down crosses. So they do it to everything. They take our symbols, not that I'm going into that now, and reverse everything. But the 6-pointed star, which, if you think about it, we've got 6 senses, haven't we? A 6th sense. So yeah, so that was just interesting anyway, and I just want to show you I've actually got some, and I do wear them now and again. But I realised I wasn't wearing this one because I need to put a little what do you call it, link in it, which I've got jewelry making stuff, so I really need to do it. I think this was a pair of earrings, but it's silver. Would look nice on there actually, because I change my stuff up now and again. You know, sometimes I have things on and I add things to other stuff, because I am a bit witchy like that, you know, on the light side, may I add. So, hi brother, is it Seamus? Rachel, Outlaw, Tapper, QD, Flora, HH, and whoever might be have come in. So I did a reading because I just felt drawn to just sit with myself today, do my readings. But when I always do my readings, I think it's for everybody anyway, because we are all one. So I thought I'd just go through them quickly because they were really beautiful. Also, was it Rachel who was asking about sage? Because my little sage sits in this little elephant. I've got 4 of these elephants that I got from a charity shop, which if you're American, it's like a thrift shop. And it just, you know, when you smudge it out, it just sits in there like that. It's really cute. And I also found off a lovely witchy lady who, I don't know if she still watches my channel, but she got me these ages ago and I've still got them, and I'm going to have to put them to use. I didn't realise they were in the bottom of my drawer. Sage, immortality, I can't remember if that says something, wisdom and protection. A lot of people use it for protection, that's why we smudge. I just use it to smudge bad energies out. If I'm feeling there's not meaning there's evil energies in your house or anything like that, just like if you've sometimes when you've cleared and done a spring clean, which you can do that quite a few times a year, moving the energies about, because if you're not moving the energies about, even in yourself, it's not, energy likes happiness. That's why when the orbs come in and you're more vibrant and raised in vibration, I believe they come in because they're working. When they're a bit stale, they're not going to work for you. So if you are putting intentions out there, they're a bit stale, you've got to shake it up. So I got this, so I'm going to do something nice with that. Talking about stars just before getting the cards. Hi, Miss Chime. Hi. Stars. This was a bag I started doing with this big star on, but it's got lots of points on it. I don't even know how many because it goes behind the hair, so you can't see it. Which is what I saw in a meditation, was a star with like a big petaled flowery star, but it's going to have some sort of design on it with my design, if whatever that turns out like. And then there's another llama bag that's nearly finished. This one took quite a long time because these are all little bubbles, all hand done, and it took quite a long time. That's nearly done. You know, and it'll have all my little frequencies on it. And there's this beautiful elephant that will be coming as well with butterfly ears. And was that one up there? And a lotus. And I don't know what that's going to turn out like, but I'm sure, I know it's going to be beautiful. Of course it will be. And oh, I got these the other day. I use rose water on my face. I don't use tap water to rinse it, and I use rose water. What else do I use? Rose water, rose soap that they had in Morrison's, but they don't have it anymore. And I was like, gonna have to get some of that. But I saw these in the spice section, and I was like, dried rose petals, because you can put them in. Subtle, sweet and floral, using jam making and stuff like that, creamy desserts. They're using a lot of Parisian, can't say it, cooking. But I was like, just sprinkling it in my tea, because I just thought, you know what? Roses are seen as love, the highest frequency, not a flower of life, but you can crumble them up. And I thought, just gonna sprinkle it. Ugh, I just love the smell of them. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Love your tote bags. Yeah, you know me, coming up with different designs. Oh, and before Anna was doing this. So I went to bed last night and this started coming in. So I thought, right, I'm gonna draw it out. It's not finished yet, but you know. And I see as this one was Mandala Love, that's what came to me. We've got the feminine here, that's why the triangle's going down, divine. This is going to be like cosmos, flower. I'm just looking at it now, I didn't even think it looks like a sunflower, and a lot of people resonate with the sunflower. The eye, the all-seeing eye is like unity, sort of like one eye, third eye consciousness, the universe watching sort of thing. You know, the heavenly bodies above. So I haven't finished it yet, but that was the start of it. So I've got that, and I'll go into the cards and I'll try and remember what order they were in. What you all seen in chat. Sorry, I was just getting caught up. Right, so yeah, so it was a crystal deck first. So this is really a message to everybody. It might resonate, might not. But so we've got the blue chalice. I don't even know how to say that, but it's the number 11. 11, you know, the awakening number, which I like because we've had some blue orbs in when they've come in. So, you know, and that was number 11, which is, I don't really know this book, still here present yet, is the meaning. I'm not going to read all of them out because they'll all be like, oh, slowing down, easy does it, restoring balance and sets serenity, because it says life's pace can feel overwhelming at times, and this crystal shows up when you need to slow down and experience serenity and balance. And that's why I've been slowing down. Like, oh, I'm going to do this, and I'm like, no, what do you feel you need to go and do? Like, I need to go and sit down and pull some cards or just be in the moment, because it is about being in the moment. So just do a little bit on this. Something about certainty won't present itself just because you are rushing around. Blue, whatever crystal that is, spirit brings the message to immerse yourself in the moment and to surrender your sense of urgency to the conscious universe. You are pushing too hard now. So some of you may be pushing too hard at work, you know, pushing too hard. You know, and you just need to slow down a bit. Easy does it with you. Easy does it as you transition from the old ways and into the new and begin to try out your fledgling wings. So you don't need to be rushing into this. It's not a big race. Just be in the present and go with the flow. It's not rushed. You know, you're going to get to where we're all getting to anyway. Because if you rush, you might miss something, and you're not going to see things coming in. You're not going to see the synchronicities and so on and so on. So yeah. You know, and by the way, I know there's lots of things going on with Q in California at the minute and all that, but I'm just being present. I'm watching. You are ever evolving and unfamiliar, and the unfamiliar can send you hurrying back to where you were rushing ahead to get past the uncomfortable part. And that goes out to the people we call trolls, because when something is unfamiliar and it's not what we've been taught, people start screaming at other people, and people start hating, and people start getting aggressive, and people start getting violent. Someone put a video up yesterday on Instagram of these kids, these black kids fighting. And this lovely young lad was stood there, and he took his glasses off. And one lad stood there with about, I don't know, quite a few of them, started punching him in the face, doing this, all thinking they were hard little boys, all there. But this kid, like, didn't retaliate, nothing, and then just walked off after. And I did leave a comment saying, I hate when youth is like this, because they're watching celebrities and they're watching gang stuff and rapping, like, I'll do this. So they become aggressive because it's all programming. But then again, I did think, well, we have to look at the people we call as trolls, and I don't even like that name now. Some of them, yes, we know where some of them come from. Some of them do come from that side where they know what they're doing and why they're trying to put fear into people or put people off. But the ones who are doing it are doing it because they're unfamiliar with things. And we've got to look at them as, well, I'm sorry you feel like that when you come into my chat or anybody else's, because maybe these people have had trauma in their life, and that's why they hate on people, or they're getting angry. Like I said at the beginning, they're getting angry because they're not understanding what's going on. So in a sense, hi Dave Mordy, we do have to forgive them, and I have to forgive them. Like the person who came in the other day, I'd like to say to that person, oh, well, I'm sorry you feel that way about the videos I put up. You're hurting for some reason. I hope you all find love one day, and I hope you start your journey. If not, are you real? I don't know. I just know it's a crazy place right now. So the part where you have to confront the truth, which was what I was just saying before, it's about confronting the truth. I've been confronting the truth, looking back at my past me when I was a little girl, like, that's why I felt like that. It wasn't me, it was that programmed response of my mum, whoever, whatever, the control system. Like I said, the control system isn't just the government. Yeah, they put it all out there, different things. It can be family and friends. The truth that you are facing, many unknowns. Your fearful ego will try to convince you the way to get what you need is to work harder and faster and move as swiftly as possible. It will tell you to work harder and faster, but it's not about that, because you'll miss things, and it's about being aware. But your best action now is to slow down, allow yourself to clear out what you want, so that your intentions, because it's all about intentions, begin to coalesce, I don't know what that says, in the ways that will please you. Because if you're rushing about, you're not going to put it out properly. As you around, be fully present. So what is allowing a sense of getting a tingle, a sense of tranquility and ease to arise in you, even though you may not be able to see what to do next. Conscious universe has much to offer you to take. So take a breath and remember, easy does it. Easy does it. So that was that one. I've got quite a few to get through, so I'll sit back if I was you. So that was that one. And then the second one was the diamond, which I love because, you know, we have the shinies and stars are like diamonds, like the song Shine Bright Like a Diamond. They do put the truth out there in songs and stuff, because that's the law of one of, well, we told you the truth, but you weren't listening. Beautiful white diamond light, and that's number 20. So, 5G, you know, I know people go on about it, but I think keep your frequencies in a good place, because, you know, it's all about frequency. You'll be affected more. And this was number 20. So I'll come into chat I'll blip in when I've read these three, because normally I do three, and there's quite a few cards. So 2020. Oh, 2020. 2020 vision. 20 is diamond. Oh, I've got a song that just popped up in my head, and if John Binney sees this, I give him full permission to use it, because I just thought of him. I thought, you can use it, because I am not a singer, and I'll remind me to sing it, because it just popped in my head last night or this morning. I can't remember what it was. 11 in the house. Right, this one is essential meaning: the priceless gift of time and pressure combined, beauty and strength arising from trials and challenges, the right use of power. Now, what I just said before at the beginning is you can look back at what you thought were challenges and trials and things in the past, and then you realize where you've come to now, and what was either trying to stop you or what was putting you in fear, and you break free from it. So this one is, as co-creators with our fellow beings, we are meant to work together harmoniously, giving and receiving, taking turns and sharing the work, credit, the fun and the power of manifestation today. You are getting a twitchy eye. Fun. The power of manifestation today. You are called to claim your power and exercise it with respect and love for all, even those who are hard to love. Yeah, because, you know, some of these people have been brought up in families and that are, you know, it's been put onto them. So in that sense, yes, we don't know what people are going through. Especially those who challenge you. It's not their fault, you know. I feel sorry they feel that way. You never know what silent struggles people are hiding, and your ability to express love is magnified by Diamond Spirit today. But that's the thing, is they're projecting the hate on other people, on other people's channels, that because there's something they know deep down, they're angry about something. And this is what you've got to go and look at. You've got to face your shadows and stuff, and then you can get rid of it. Keep your vibration as high as you can. Don't worry, send love instead. Yeah. So listen to the part of you that wants to be kind and understanding toward someone who is making it difficult for you to come from the higher self. Because don't forget, even when I get triggered, I do contemplate about it after. There's people out there that don't contemplate. They just don't give a toss, full stop. So there is a difference. Diamond light has appeared to let you know that there is a moment to wield your power mindfully. You have earned wisdom over time as you have suffered much in your life and now are in a place of maturity and understanding. Avoid being reactive, for there is a strength in quiet, loving gestures such as the willingness to listen or to say, so this is what I'm going to start saying. I'm so sorry that you are in this situation or feel this way, or, I am so sorry that you are in this situation. Often is these gentle actions that hold the most power, which is true. It's just hard sometimes. Your ability to move hearts is very strong right now. So even as you maintain healthy boundaries, which you've got to have healthy boundaries, make the choice to own your power and use it with wisdom and grace. In so doing, you align with the conscious universe. Who knows, the healing power of love and compassion, well, it's strong. And then was that the last one? Oh, the last one, which I thought was beautiful. I'll come in to chat a little bit after this one. Spirit quartz. Now, this was beautiful because it's rainbow colours and it's spirit quartz, and we've had a lot of, spirit energies in, and, it's been great. And this is number 54. So, 54. I'm not feeling any tingles at the minute, so they may come in a bit. I keep getting a twitchy eye though. 54. Proper robe whisper in such a short time, one time to manifest itself, if and then do not be scared. No, I'm not scared. Someone told me, I can't remember what her channel is, Kelly, Coffee with Kelly or something. She's great, but she said, I went in last night, she's like, oh, the winged one was probably, she thinks they're spirits, people trapped here that don't know the trapped or something. Who knows? But they're definitely energy forms, spirit, So I tell you what, meetups, we should all be having an orb meetup, all these great channels with orbs. We should be having orbs just so we can talk about what we, imagine. Oh, yes. Maybe that's a new thing for the new year. Just saying, chucking that out there in the universe. Connecting to community, universal love, harmony, and cooperation. We heal in partnership, the strong lifting up the weak, taking turns supporting each other. When this crystal spirit appears, the message is to reach out and connect to your community and discover the true power of your gifts through sharing them with others. Your willingness to put the highest good ahead of the wants of your small self is called for now. Something, I don't know what that says, does not mean keeping yeah, it is great, Dave. Keeping a ledger, but instead feeling the power of offering kind words and acknowledgements. You have the power to change the lives of others and awaken them to the abundance and love available from the conscious universe who works through us all. Of course it does. That's why I get triggered sometimes when people say things, because I feel like I'm giving something. I know I'm giving something, and I just think you get people in sometimes who they just don't like it. No, not everybody is supportive, but then again, I guess I've got to think, well, maybe they're hurting. Maybe they've had bad things where they just feel like when they see people who feel positive and that it hurts them, because they're like, well, why can't I be like that? Look at what you're saying. Look at the way you're being. Change your being. Be the light. Today, even, oh, thank you, Flora. Today, well, that's why I came on YouTube, because I said years ago, even if I help just one person, it's helping somebody. Today, even though the smallest outreach, well, there you go, as I've just said it, smallest outreach will make a difference, because then that person might help someone, and that person. So even if it's one person, it's a domino effect. So, smallest outreach will make a big difference. The crystal's message is to remember your co-creative powers and open up to receiving the gifts you hope for. It may also be reminding you that it is a great gift to allow someone the power of giving to you without expectations, for in doing so, they experience their strength, abundance, and generosity. Listen to your intention today as you give and receive, connecting to community and shared desire for healing and replenishment. Because that's the thing as well. Some people think they'll give because they're wanting something back. And I've had a lot of that off people, and I've had to put a boundary up and say no. And that's when you see the nasty side of them, you know. So that was those three. And I just want to say out there, I forgot, it's the 5th of November today, and I know a lot's happening today. And by the way, why did the chicken cross the road? Why did the chicken cross the road? Because Epstein didn't kill himself. Woo! We're just putting that out there because it's the 5th today. Oh, yeah. And it's the 6th tomorrow. And I actually forgot I'm going somewhere tomorrow to do something. And it's the 6th. And I was like, oh. Because I'm sure there was a card with a 6 on it, actually. No, there's something with the number 6. And then I thought, oh, yeah, because in my little diary, tomorrow on the 6th, it says Moon enters Pisces. Well, I'm a Pisces, and something's going on tomorrow. But I'll tell you about that another time. I'm like, you know, that's coming into alignment. So just saying, it was good. It's all good. Don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm going doing it. So, you know, meeting new people and doing new things. I hear the voice say, we know we love you. Oh, I think it's Miss Charm. Have you said you've heard voices on it? Because sometimes when I do the dingy thing, this crackles sometimes, this microphone. It's like an electrical voice or something. Right, the next cards were, I did them first. And then I have to find these on my phone because I don't have the little book for these, and I'm not like well versed with these. But I knew this was a good card because the wand in the middle is white, and there's a lot of light around with the dark, and it's a number 8, infinity, and there's flowers blossoming there, and also the daughter of wands, and also the dark is the void anyway, and we manifest out of the void. So when people fear the dark's not what we're fearing. It's not evil. But let me just find these ones. So I'm just saying. It's the camera focusing on you. What did I just say? Oh, the mic. Oh, I don't. Oh, right. Okay. Let me just find these. Because I love the way the woman that writes about these says it, because I'm not very good at explaining myself. So it says, and the beautiful these, the way they're written out as well, the noise it makes. Oh, okay. So I think it was this one. No, it's not that one. Certain person. Right, so this one, Daughter of the Wands, is the expansive and artistic grace. Hang on. Artistic grace and ease that moves within you. You are a free spirit at the innermost part of your being. As you listen deeply to intuition, you give yourself full permission to move in heart-aligned direction. With full power, you perceive limitation as barriers to move through, assisting your highest expansion. You take each stride with humility, love, and respect for this divine orchestration. Can't say it. You are in unity with the creative expression divinity, unveiling itself in every moment. You discover your freedom in the natural unfoldment, leaving behind your past while caring for each lesson discovered. You are not scared of the future, no, or where it will lead you. You are moving with a quiet confidence that knows you are always placed where you need to be for your highest alignment. As you understand time in the realm you reside, you also recognize your timeless unfolding journey. Notice that the more you create with that aligns with your soul, the more time dissipates. That's very true. Open the magical opportunity to discover, play, create, enjoy, and expand, because that's what we're here to do. Trust each step divinely. Can't say that. moment to moment. Therefore, the outcome that is designed by spirit will always be perfect. The Daughter of Wands is a snake in the shape of an infinity sign, number 8. Her blooming wand is gently being held within her embrace. The background she rests upon is black, implying the void she draws her creativity from. Yeah. Allow your movements to spring from the truth, unfolding self. You will see and experience the magical of all light and dark within the great harmony. Well, isn't that what's been happening? And what else was in there? Yeah, and I'd just like to say that's why people can't come onto people's channels like telling me what my journey is when I'm experiencing. Like, well, okay. At this time, you are creating inspired and feel fully activated and alive. There is nothing holding you back from doing what you love. You have released lower vibrational energies of what is not serving you in order to bloom into your highest alignment, which, funny enough, I had a big thing about flowers yesterday. Jack, blooming. You are awakening the path desired by the most intimate parts of you with absolute commitment. You see now that all that you resonated before was inner fear holding you back from taking a leap into the wild unknown. You are embracing this mystery and joyfully excited to wake up each day to experience the day's new light. You feel connected to your work, which emerges effortlessly with emerald blooms. This is a message to all of you. It's the fears that keep us down. If any doubts begin to arise while you are in such an alive spirit, know that it is only a thought stream that you may gratefully choose to release, which we've all been talking about. Trust fully in what emerges through you and continue rising in your being. Dreams, aspirations, and gifts beckon to look deeper and nurture these jewels. As you focus on these aspects and let them grow, you will continue refining your gifts. This will allow opportunities for joy, expansion to bless your life as you create beyond the small limitations of fear and doubt. You will find yourself running into jubilant glee or something in this wondrous space of love and devotion. Invite your focus, grounded and fearless nature to rise in your being. Settle deep into the womb of the earth. As you devote your attention on your wand of creation, you will bloom in ways that will, getting a tingle, bring your head and heart into ground in absolute joy and humility. So yay, that was a beautiful one. The next one was, I love this one as well because it's two wands again and rainbow colors in the background. And the sticks are dark and light, and they're going up in a pyramid point as well. Let's find this one. It will be wands because I am a bit witchy like that. I've got witchy books and I am into all that. Then I just don't go on about it all the time. So, you know. And I did have a visualization years ago of a woman with white long hair and a big dress, and she was grinding in a pestle and mortar, herbs. You know, the wise women of the days that they tried to burn because they knew stuff as well. Oh yeah, every person back in the day that knew anything about spirit realms and all this, they tried to get rid of, didn't they? Same with Jesus and all that. So I'll come into chat when I've read these three. The truth does set you free. We know this is a blip in our eternal soul journey. The truth does set you free. You find a lot of crap out, but it does set you free. Everyone I've spoke to said that. It's amazing because you start understanding why you felt fear when you were younger, or you felt not confident, or whatever it was. You realise it wasn't you. Two of Wands is the action of, hi Jane, Two of Wands is the action of claiming domination. Your actions are aligned with your words, therefore you grow from the initial idea of the Ace of Wands. In Two of Wands energy, you are moving with a steady momentum towards your deepest visions. You are actively watering the seeds each day. Your inner guide knows the path that when I was thinking about flowers and blooming, your inner guide knows the path that you are on could only take root once you step fully inside your heart and believe that you can accomplish the vision. This is a substantial energy present, which is true because I'm doing one of them things tomorrow. I'm on a course for a few weeks. Your embodied truth is what guides you, and it's for social care with people. So, you know, just saying. Your embodied truth is what guides you. Two of Wands is a deep exploration, bringing you into full creative power. This will expand you as you are continuing this work. This creative vision will stretch you beyond the limits of yourself, which inspires others to embark that their soul's desire. The divine is able to move through you as a clear channel, affecting many beings through their vessel. The clearer a conduit you are, the greater spirit moves through you. As you expand through your meditation studies, travel, work, and creative endeavors, you will, I love my creative endeavors, you will share your discoveries as you continue to learn, and I do share them. Now is the time to claim your dominion, not domination, sorry, dominion, not domination, dominion, fully, and build the empire that envision. Know that you are fully capable. All the energies are here supporting you. Well, yeah. And doorways will continue to blast open as you are beaming confidently on your path. Synchronicity, love the synchronicity, that means you're in alignment, is everywhere. You look, tune in, and are receptive. New energies are flowing to the expand and amplify what you are consciously creating. This will push you to an even deeper compatibility and connection with the visions you are currently manifesting. Hence, the light workers now need to raise the vibration. Love is the only. Yeah. As you do not entertain lesser energies, I don't. That's why I block people and stuff. Not like if they're being really, you know, I just don't entertain it. Lesser energies. Your vision is now opening to a much larger portal than you previously knew was possible. Well, yes. Your work becomes the work of all the brothers and sisters in the world and expands far and wide to inspire many souls. The Two of Wands says you are outgrowing yourself quickly and life is rearranging itself for your highest expansion. You have stepped into magical. This is your real work. That's to all of you as well. If that resonates with you, that's yes. And I think I just saw an orb go past. Was that me? I think I did. That was, I love this deck. And then we had this third one, which I love anyway, because it's a Three of Pentacles, Earth, Air, Fire, Water, Spirit, the star, the 5-pointed star. With these mountains, we, like I said, we feel like we're struggling up a mountain sometimes. Someone might say Center Point, Mount Peru, or whatever you call it, whatever they go on about. I saw a guy today walking down the street with a big compass on his t-shirt. I was like, hey, Center Point. That's what reminded me of a little message out there, because that's how some of the messages work. But the blue and the red, female and male divine, and I'd say gold is maybe source or something. Well, when we're connected, and that's quite earthly, a down pointed triangle anyway. But we'll see what the cards say now. Good to see you again. Bye, Outlaw. Good to see you too. Enjoy. So I'm trying to get through these cards because there's quite a few of them in this reading today. I just felt the need to pull quite a few. And then I can come in for a little chat. I'm going to be late to work. Oh, well, you're going to be late. Oh, no. Don't let me let you be late. So, the next one. And then I've just got two small ones then, and that's that. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles speaks to a vision or goal that will come to full completion. The inspiration, excitement, drive, and commitment are all forces within the Three of Pentacles that are supporting the totality, I can't even say it, of this creative goal or business venture. All skills you have are unique to your vision. When merged with your creative mind, cannot be recreated by another. This creative juice can only flow from you. The work you are focused on is deeply rewarding, and you are committed to see your projects, because I've got quite a lot of projects I'm thinking about. Projects, and you might have too. Where's that now? Merge with the creative mind cannot be Don't know who that was ringing me right in the middle of a thingy. Your creative mind cannot be recreated by another. This creative juice can only flow from you. The work you are focused on is deeply rewarding and you are committed to see your projects through. You are working in a way that you are satisfied with the process of creation as you feel an absolute yes for what you are working on. You make decisions from this elevated space along the way. If someone feels unaligned as you create, it's important to navigate and make the alteration to the course. You want to feel a complete yes moment to moment through your creation process. Create and beam in love. The happier and connected you feel with your work, the more inspiration flows effortlessly. Of course it does, that makes sense. Cutting corners, rushing, or trying to complete your goal quickly will only slow you down and not fulfill your true work. Sometimes slow and steady can be highly effective and efficient. Finish the day completely satisfied with what you're creating. So it takes me a bit of time to create because it does. I can't rush it. Is Miss Chime going? Is someone going? Someone saying bye? Not enough hours in the day for me. Lots going on. Yeah, there is lots going on. Exactly. Doubt is your only adversary. At times in your life, you need to question what you are doing. But right now, step fully into your creation and blaze your trail. Blaze your trail. Don't back down or second guess. Your full heart is present and joyful in this work. If these are any doubts of opposing forces at play, turn that energy around into a creative drive that sees opportunity to every sign of doubt. Alchemy. I said this before. If there is anyone in your life who doubts or questions what you are doing, allow them their freedom and stay on your soul path with full fiery heart. And that's what I do. And you have to let people go sometimes. Not everyone will understand your path, and there is no need to explain yourself to those who are not walking their own. Exactly. Can't be better said. Allow others to speak and express, but stay only with the totality of your heart's journey. Three of Pentacles says, let's doubt fall away and stay true to your goal and vision. Be attentive to not get caught up in the end result and enjoy your present moment experience. Allow your goal or vision to be the full embodiment of how you live your life moment to moment. So that's what I was going to say. If those people come in under the bridge again, let them show their true colours. Unless it's really bad, then they go, And I'll come into chat in a minute. My pad just done a wobbly, went to loads of different channels. Mine does that. So I get crackly things when I'm trying to text people. Three of Pentacles depicts a mountain with three peaks. Underneath the mountain are three pentacles, mirroring the shape of the mountain peaks. As above, so below. The beauty inside you is now being birthed into the world. What is contained within you that you cannot help but manifest now? It is the one dance inside and out. Any fears you allow to grow inside will affect your vision and create a fog over the beauty of your goals. That's why people get fogged in their understanding and they get mad. Three of Pentacles encourage you not to fear success or failure. Simply keep following your natural intuition and guidance. Your clear vision, energy, investment, and daily momentum towards your goal will allow this to come to full fruition. Breaking down your vision into smaller steps each day will assist you to complete the project as a whole. Work on what feels in natural alignment for you, no one else, for you. Take the attitude into the project. The stress of completing the whole project will fall away and you will be guided each moment on how to move forward. As long as you are enjoying the process and putting your love in the direction your heart flows, you will be met with the same in return. Because what you put out, you get back. So when there are people hating on people and spewing stuff of hate, a lower vibrancy, that's why they get things back in their life and then wonder why things aren't moving, or they're feeling ill, or they're feeling crappy, or they're just feeling full of hate because they're not in alignment. That's what they're getting. Well, because they're in alignment with that. You put out, you get back what you're in alignment with. So This is why I say people need to research and start doing the work. Exactly, Dolly. They heal their pain through trolling. We need to show them another way, spiritual ways, and following nature. Yeah, so I've got to try and just be like, unless they're being really, then get rid. But otherwise, maybe they should listen. But they've all got to wake up on their own, because we can't do it for them. Right, the last two, so we're nearly at the end now, is I took one out of Brian Froud's book. This one came out and I love it. Talking about light. And it's number 12 as well. The Singer of the Chalice. So, yes, light forms. So I'll just read this out from the Fairies Oracle. Because I love this book as well. Trust, joy, patience. Talked about patience, creativity, hope, and miracles. Got to have hope. This singer holds a chalice from which a rainbow of energies pours like the richest wine. Trust, love, patience. These are things we think like the richest. These are things we think of having or not having. We even give ourselves credit for having them, as if we had made them ourselves. And yet, there are natural energies of the cosmos which flow through the chalice and through us when we open to them, and flow around us when we are blocking them, because this vessel is a chalice. This is the cup, and we fill it up. Hi, Jennifer. People often think that love and hate are two sides of the same emotional coin, but that isn't quite true. Love is not simply the absence of hate, nor is hate the absence of love. They are altogether different things, as can easily be seen. Phone's trying to put me off now. When we are angry, it wears us out and leaves us feeling like less than we were. But when we love, it energizes us, and we feel larger and richer when we were than we were before. That bursts of love began flowing through us. Sorry, it's that phone. I'll read it again. They are altogether different things, as hang on. When we are angry, it wears us out and leaves us feeling like less than we were. But when we love, it energizes us. That's why people come in to try and bring your energy down. Don't just mean on here, I mean out in life, friends, family, whoever, because it makes you feel less. That's why they do it. The other energies from the chalice are also like that. Patience, for example, is not merely the absence of impatience. It is a joyful, loving willingness to wait for a process to bring us to where we want to be. Is what's happening now. I mean, we've got the Q thing, patience. We've got our journey, patience. I've been talking about patience for the past couple of days. It contains trust and love and special equality of expectant gratitude within. The same is true of trust. In fact, all of these wonderful feelings are energies that flow through us when we are open to them. They each feel much like others, and right now, just as this moment as I write this to you, I am being given a glimpse of something wonderful. They really are all one thing, something we don't have a word for. No, we need a word that includes trust and love and compassion and healing and patience and all the other things that enhance and enlighten our being when we allow them to flow through us. Light. I've just said light, it didn't say light. I asked the fairies here if there is a fairy name for the rainbow blissful feeling. They nod, smiling and shrug. I get an unspoken feeling that if you have the feeling, you don't need a name. And anyone who hasn't got the feeling isn't going to understand a word for it. It is just one of those things, like the mystical experience of, I don't even know what that says, it must be another card, that we can talk about without understanding, or we can understand and not really explain to someone who hasn't already got it. Which is, I say, if you're experiencing something, and sometimes when I'm talking, when you get people in who don't believe in it and that, it's hard for them to understand. But if you're experiencing things I've been talking about, you'll understand. Hi, Alchemy of Life. So yeah, and we try and get it out in expressive words, and people go, oh, it's not this, it's not that. It's like, I never seen this before, but now just this. Oh, have I read that bit? Oh no, did I read that bit? I've never seen this before, but now just this moment, it is suddenly obvious as the fairies show me that this means that we don't have to learn how to open ourselves to each of them individually. When we open our hearts and souls to unity, yes, the energy can be forced through so many different lenses of feelings, like white light, which I just said light before I said this, and been having a lot of white light orbs in, making rainbows through a prism. Yeah, and it does, because it's a bit like crystals, and especially like quartz crystals, like look translucent white, but they can have rainbow effects, in which I've got hanging up in my front room, which casts a rainbow when the light goes through it. And we are human beings, hues of different light as well, because we're different colors of skin, but hues of light, because we are all light anyway. I'll come in chat in a minute. When we open our hearts and soul to unity, the energy can be forced through so many different lenses, feeling like white light making rainbows through a prism. If we can learn to be open to any of these singers, then we can be open to them if we just remember to all, and then it says in brackets, I say all knowing, that is a mighty big all. We have to do it. We have to do is first stop doing the things that close us down. Let go of the attitudes, beliefs, and emotions that block this energy, which we have been talking about letting go. It blocks your energy, and once your energy centers are blocked, you start getting disease. You're in dis-ease, so you get disease, and then you're feeling ill, and then you've got pains and aching everywhere, blah, 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 blah. Our asking merely tells our own higher self and the singers that we, on the conscious level, are ready to accept it. It's like opening your arms to a hug someone, or opening a door to let them in. Although the taste of the contents of this chalice may seem bitter or strange at first, it always leaves a sweet, clean, sparkling taste in the mouth, and it does. So that was nice. And then the last one was a quick one, which just came out of the Nature's Whispers, which was 14. It said, show your support, because it's not just support for us on the YouTube channels, and it's support to everybody, everywhere, everything, animals, the spirit realm. Because if you look, this lady here with funnily enough, rainbow on her face, light on her skin. Looks a bit like she's got dreads in her hair, you know, that's coming up soon. She's connecting with spirit there, and the little spirit is giving her a rose. And funnily enough, last night it was flowers I was thinking of blossoming. I think that's why when I went shopping yesterday, I got these dry roses to sprinkle on my food, just because I felt like it. You know, when she's out in nature there, communicating with the spirit realms, because it's not just, I believe, it's not just spirits and human spirits that have passed, it's everything. So show support. So I thought that was good as well. So yay. Just hang on a minute. So how are you all feeling in chat today? Because I'm feeling great. I've got this thing to go to tomorrow. I'm just going to be like present, and I don't know, just going to be there like, yay. Let's see what happens. Could be meeting beautiful new people and everything. So who knows? And I hope you've been enjoying my orb videos. I did watch Heal on Netflix, and I have seen it before, like I said before, but please go and watch it, because it is worth watching, even if some people get triggered by using it or whatever, I don't know, but it is good. It is really good, and it'll remind yourself to be doing the work as well. Oh, you never know. Yeah, it's just a thing. Well, you never know. It's more work-based thing, but I'm on a course basically. But it could be new friends, it could be anything. Who knows? Just see, some people will get like, oh, I'm going to this thing, and what are the people going to be like? Because sometimes you're like that when you're a bit younger, and oh, I'm scared, and what if I don't get it? And I'm just going thinking, Open up, bring new people in, meet new people. Oh, this is going to be good. So I've just been, funny enough, I've just been watching All Brown video. I think from last night when he was sat in his bedroom and one blinked in, and they're like mine, you know, where they blinking. I have tried to dim the lights in here, but I think it's too light. I think one went past before at the beginning, and I had some round my candles earlier on when I was doing the cards. But yeah, I'm like, they could come in. I haven't got curtains, I think Windsor's got blinds there, so it doesn't make it that dark. But maybe it's this light. Is it this light? What's that? I do actually know. So I don't know. Now my camera's too. But I would like to go and do it out in nature, because that's what I want to try next. I was going to go today. I may go before the end of the week, maybe, and see lovely booking cards. Yeah, that's one of my old books. I've had that for ages. Brian Froud. Might have been one of my first ones, or it might have been the second one. I'm not sure. Is there a flash on the camera? What camera? This camera? I haven't got a clue. I'm not technically, you know, because I was going to save this chat for later on tonight, but I thought, no, I can't feel any tingles at the minute, so they'll be here, but webcam, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. I could ding me ding wherever it is. Where's me ding? Over there. I guess we could ask them and see if they could flash up. Like I said at the beginning, I am writing my experiences down because it's good to look on. I'm going to try and sing you this song, right? I don't even know what the tune is because I don't know. So let me just think. And if John Binney sees this, lovely John Binney, because he's got a channel where he makes a song up every day, you can use this if you want, because I thought of you when I was singing it, like, because you sing a lot and make songs up every day. And I was just like, oh, maybe you could use this in a song. And he did one about Lovely Fifth World the other day, which was great. So let me think, how would I sing this? Right, let me see. We're raising up higher and higher, raising our frequency as we soar. No, it's not nice. We're raising up higher and higher, raising our frequency as we soar, bringing the light codes in, showing where love begins. The light is showing the way. So shine your light, shine it bright, shine it for the whole world to see. There's a new world for you and me and all of humanity. So shine your light, light the sky. You are divine. I don't know how the tune goes. I haven't got a clue, but that's what popped in my head. I think it was last night when I was in the kitchen, or was it this morning? I can't remember because time's just... songs just pop into my head when I'm cooking in the kitchen, and I'll just sing them out. My eldest son's probably upstairs going, for God's sake, here she goes again, making these little songs up. So I did have the tune yesterday, but I don't know what the tune is. So is that your song? Yeah, I just made it up in the kitchen yesterday. Sometimes when I'm in the kitchen, I'll just be like, oh yeah, this song's just coming. I'll just start making things up. It's hilarious. Yeah. So that was, we're rising higher and higher, raising our frequency as we soar, bringing the light codes in, showing where love begins. The light is showing the way, so shine your light, shine it bright, shine it for the whole world to see. There's a new world for you and me and all of humanity, so shine your light, light the sky. You are divine. That's how far I got in that. So that'll be, it's just written in my little journal. You should keep a journal, and that'll be there. But I give full permission for John Binney to use it if he wants to, because he does a song every day. But yeah, I do. Sometimes I start singing to an old tune and then I start making my own words up to it. So that's where I think spirit does guide and things come in and I'm like, oh, I'll just write it down and if people like it, they like it. You know, I'll have to start doing poems again. Do you remember my Q poem? I'll have to read my Q poem out again because that was, yeah, I don't even know where is that here. Somewhere the Q poem. I did a short video the other evening to try see orbs, no orbs, but you will, Rachel, because I don't know who it was who commented on one of my videos the other day, yesterday I think it was, and they said they've started seeing them. You have to have your camera on with a flashlight on. Well, you don't have to. I think Orb Realm or Memory Bubble said they don't always, but we start asking them to come in, and I normally make sure, like, I think one did come in at the beginning of this video, the lighting, I normally try and get it to be, it's easier if you start off in the dark first with the camera light on, and then you can start seeing it with it a bit lighter and all that, just so because they will show up more, obviously, because the light shows up more in the dark, and that's why they're easier to see, and that's why people get triggered with certain times of the day, and they're like, oh, they're not coming anywhere. It's like, oh. Yeah, you will get them, Rachel, because we're talking about them and you're thinking about it, you will, because I didn't, and I remember, I think it was Dave or even Tapper ages ago, and I thought, and I tried it, and at that point I couldn't, but then I've realised some of the things I could see, because some of them are really tiny, they are around you all the time, and some people get mixed up with dust. You do get dust within them, because I think they kick the dust up, because you get dust particles flying about, but why are they flying about? So, but you can tell because they're round, the little orbs, little, you know, light beings, which remind me of, you know, in the, not the Dark Crystal, in the Labyrinth, when they're holding the memory bubbles up sort of thing, and he's doing all this, you know, they've got energy and memory and consciousness, you know, if you remember at the dance bit, I think it was, he's always doing this with her, you know, and she's picking them out, if you remember the film. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Yeah, you get the dust with them because if you think about it, there's bits of dust particles off us, and there's lots of them, lots of energy flying about. They're going to be kicking the dust up anyway. So you do, and that's why people go, oh, do you not think it's dust? It's like, you know, sometimes I'll see someone go past about, oh, and I have said it before, that was a piece of dust, sorry, because it can pick up on camera, but you can tell an orb because it's like, it comes in very a spherical shape, doesn't it? It's not a piece of dust where it's like a bit of hair, or you can tell the difference, and they blip in and out, and some of them are like glittery bits, you can tell. So they look like this, like, and the one that came in, yeah, plasma, the one that came in, wait till you get the plasma looking like smoke. Oh, I'm sure they will. And one I put up today, was it, or last night? I can't remember. The one that came in again, and when it went like this, you know, where they just sort of look in and they go like that. Dust doesn't fly in, have a bit of a nosy, and then fly off like up there or whatever. So it just makes me laugh with people. But like I say, you know, we get the haters and the naysayers. Everybody gets them. It's not just me. People hating on people because I believe maybe it's because they want to see and they can't. Well, you need to put the work in. Also, you know, people are in fear, and then because they're not understanding what's going on, never mind understanding it, they just feel the need to spout off. But then again, that shows the true colours of that person is in some sort of lower energy, and they need to work on it and get rid of it, and then maybe they'll, you know, start to see. The video you put up last night was pink, I think. Yeah, I think it was. You know, I still had someone saying yesterday on Kelly somebody's channel, and it sounded like she was about to say blue's good, and she was as if she said about red's bad. I think people connect that with lower chakras, as in maybe if it is a spirit form, it could be a bit negative because we do have negativity, but I think there's many different things, but tend to get more blue, and very bright white has come in, and that has been beautiful. I mean, I'm just in awe every time. I'm just like, wow. Yeah, love is the answer. Exactly, James. Love is the answer. So these people who are coming in anger, you're not going to see. And if you do, you're probably going to get more low negative energies in, because that's what you're residing in. And you, like attracts like. So whatever you're pumping out, you're going to get. But people get jealous. So orbs look like this, you know, dust from orbs. I don't even like saying orbs. I don't even know what to say. Spirit, energy. I just have this thing with orbs. I'm like, but you know, we call them orbs because the, you know, I'm just like, oh, I don't know. A word will come to me when, you know, of how I want to express it. Yeah, so check out Tapper77's channel, because he has put the video up and slowed the flying one that came in down. I see orbs all the time, all colours and sparkles of light. Yeah, and the ones that flicker, that's another one for the naysayers. You know, the ones that come in that go bloop, 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 and they flicker. I know Orb Realm and all the other orb ones I chucked up the other day channels, they have them. And the ones that glitter, there's ones that glitter. There's ones that are really fast. There's ones that are slow. There's ones that are nosy. They seem to come in and go, hey, just having a look, and I'm going over it. And maybe this will progress. Maybe that's the start of spirit communication. Who knows? So, you know, I've never done this bit before. I've just known I've known about energies as a small child. I've known, you know, believed in fairies and all that, elementals and this, that, and the other. So I've had an open mind anyway. So one's just passing by. Yeah, I got one's just passing by, having a bit of a nosy, feeling the energy. To me, like the cards, people like Huff Paranormal, some people like it, some people don't. Communicating is like being on the telephone and communicating. But because we have certain technologies now with lights that are picking them up that we haven't had for a very long time, people are beginning to see. And that's why I say the internet and certain devices and that are brilliant, because they're beginning to pick up the energies, because they do react to light, and we are also light as well. And that's why I said when I put my hand down, you can see little beams coming out, like that person said the other day, oh, it's this, that, and that. Well, those people don't know about your etherical self, and your aura is light, and everything has an aura, plants, animals. My fingers are tingling now, and thought there was energy over there, because sometimes I see like something that looks fuzzy or something that's sort of gone out of focus, and I think there's energy, like the other day on the bed, and I thought it looks a bit fuzzy there on camera, and then all the orbs started coming out. So I was like, sense there was, you know, some energy there. Their energy is crazy sometimes. Yeah, it is, and it's so beautiful. Like when I asked for the winged being to come in, and it came in. I know they can come in, so we'll just see if anything just pops in before I go. You know, that's why I just brought. Where's the? Oh, it's here. You never know. I just like them to come in when they want to come in. So if there is any spirit beings, light beings, orbs, whatever we say, then you want to show yourself, please come in. I've got a tickle. I don't know if I can move this down a bit. Thanks, Biss Chime. Oh, thank you, Dave. Yeah, everyone's a beacon of light. That's why I say shine it out. Oh, 17 in chat. 17, cute. So I'm not getting the tingles. It's normally when let me see. See, if I could drag the computer over there where it's a bit darker in that corner, I would, but I can't. And if you haven't read or listened to the audio, I think it's Celestine Prophecies. That's a really good book or audio to listen to. Oh, yes, I remember the 5th of November. And I just said a joke before. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because Epstein didn't kill himself. Just saying. Oh, by the way, I said to my little one the other day, last night actually, I said, it's bonfire night tomorrow, son. He went, I said, you know Guy Fawkes? He went, just flew up. Oh, did it? Oh, it's because I'm not looking. I'll have a look in a minute. He said, yeah. I said, you know, if school tell you he was this, that, and the other, and they put him on the bonfire. I said, but they shouldn't really put him on the bonfire, should he? So he said, why? And he's like this, looking at me. He went, because really he was a good man, and he was trying to like bring down bad people. So really, we shouldn't be throwing Guy Fawkes on the bonfire, sacrificing Guy Fawkes, because he was one of us. He wanted to blow up Parliament. So that's what I said. So he's like, so I'd laugh if he goes in school and says something today, but yeah, I'm like, yeah, so let's not do that. Let's, you know, if you're going to make one, keep him and do something different. I don't celebrate it, no way. No, I don't. Funnily enough, I've never liked bonfire night because the big bangs, and I think the big bangs get bigger and bigger. People might think, oh, you're being boring. I don't think with the technology we have today, they have to be that loud because one, it scares old people. It scares people with PDX, you know, when they've been in the army. It scares animals, dogs, everything that are in the homes. It scares kids, people. So I don't think we need to be, I don't think they have to be that banging. The other day, I was like, was that a car crash? That was, you know, and then I think about the energies in the air and everywhere. I mean, what's it doing with that? That's just me. So I'm just like, nah, they don't have to be that loud. It's like every year they get louder and they start earlier and earlier. They don't need to start that earlier. So Ireland light the bonfires in honour of ancestors. Oh, that's good. Yeah, but that's what I mean. You can have bonfire night and you could use it to burn, like I was saying, you could write things down and put things in it and burn old energy. Think of it that way, transmute it. Or you could do that to celebrate ancestors. You can do it in a total whole way where we're not going with what the system what wants us to all stand there feeding into that energy, because that's what I see it as. Oh, let's chuck Guy Fawkes on. I think a lot of people who are into the Brexit thing are probably thinking, oh, you had the right idea, let's big the Guy Fawkes up. So, you know, they twist history. For any naysayers that come on going on about history, it's like, really? Learn that you've all been lied to. So just saying, I thought I was going crazy and started to check out angel books and everything I was experiencing within this book, and it made me feel so much better. It told me that all the different colours meant, yeah, and you get that with the different colours. Like someone was trying to say the other day, red's bad. I don't necessarily think it is, but that's what I mean when people start like searching, researching. And why is it called researching? Because yes, we've been searching, but what most people search on is history that has been messed up, twisted, so we can't really find out who we truly are, so on and so on. So now we have to research, and like Q says, we should be questioning everything. We should be allowed to. We should be able to ask questions, and we should, you know, even on the shape of the earth, because at university they don't want you doing that. People have gone and asked, I want to write a letter on, you know, I want to write a, whatever it's called on, like, why can't they don't want you to? Why? And then research, and that's why I say to people, don't believe me what I'm putting up, but you get people coming in from other sides and that we call trolls, going on. It's like, go and research. Go and do the research yourself and start questioning everything. Stop sitting on your lazy ass and believing what mainstream media is saying to you. Yes, they'll put little half truths in, but they don't tell you the truth. You know, so just saying, because now they're going on about Hillary. And Hillary, why Hillary thought she lost was because a video was going around on the dark net and it was rubbish and all this, and it was making her look really bad. Why are you bringing it up, Hillary? Because you were on the dark net doing something. And when that comes out, they're going to, mainstream media are going to try and make it look like it was a load of rubbish. We all know it wasn't. Oh, anyway, remember the 5th of November. That means I think there's a lot of things going down with Q today that we won't hear about on the news, but it's gradually coming out. That's all I can say. And it's 1:17. So 17 in the house. Here in Canada, you need to buy a permit to have a bonfire. Really? Really? Ah. Yeah, if kids had the chance to learn these things, we would have a much better world. We would. And that's why at school, the system, I'm not talking about the teachers, people get triggered by that. That's why we're not taught about beyond the veil stuff, I call it, like spirit world, how we should be living in unity, all that stuff. No, they brainwash us. So that's why they do it. That's why I was just saying at the beginning of this chat, I've looked back now and realized as a kid, I've tried to rebel against the system, and not massively, but as I got older, I was getting angry, and I didn't know what I was angry at. I didn't know what I was angry at, and then I was getting angry at myself because I'm thinking, I'm not normal. I don't want to, like, do I have to be married? Do I have to fit a suit? Do I have to do this and I have to do that? Why have I not followed the so-called society's rules of certain stuff in the way we all sort of plod along? And then I've looked back and thought, oh, I'm glad I've not, because and these control systems are in families, friends, and everything, because it's been put on them in the past. So it's not their fault. They've just been programmed. So I look at that now and think, oh my God, it wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't me. You know, people might call, like at school, you might have been the nerdy one or the weird one, or, I was sort of in between. Like I'm in between now, like Lady V said the other day, there's people who are coming onto Q, the truthers, and realizing what's going on. But then there's people into Q that don't know about the Great Awakening, which is more than Q. And I said to Lady V, and I got a like, it's like I'm in both, because I see the physical stuff. I see the Q stuff, obviously. I don't go on too much about it because I'm watching, like we've been told, get your popcorn in for ages. But I also see the realm of beyond the veil. There's much more I need to learn, but I'm in both. I know that it's not just the Q stuff and all that physical stuff with Hillary, this, that, and the other. And even the flat earth thing that, I have friends with that in, is there's more beyond that. When you come to all them lies and you see all that's going on, and you come to like the question of where do we live, blah, 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 what shape of the river, there's more beyond that. So I'm not going to have another after Q, be like, yeah, well, they've pointed us that way as well, because Q made me look more as well. So if anyone gets what I'm saying. But Lady V did have some good videos out on that, and I'm like, yeah, and she did talk about California, and I think it was California and Seattle, the bridge, and all the stuff that's going on there. So I'm just saying, but I'm just watching. That's why I'm not really talking much yet, because we're waiting. As soon as the comes, it'll be like blah, blah, blah. But all I can say is, why did the chicken cross the road? Because Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah. And everyone's plastering that everywhere to get him to think. So even the guy that did his autopsy or whatever said he's never seen a neck being broken in like it was, the way it was in all the time he's done it, which means, yeah, they've been killed. By what side? Her side? Because that Hillary's got a big body count. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And wait till people find out he were asleep to Seth Rich. Mugged. No, he wasn't mugged. Yeah, I love my avatar picture. Oh, and just before I go, I've said this before. I forgot to show you the other day. So on my Facebook, I saw this the other day and thought, oh my God. So I painted a picture months and months ago for all the naysayers. A lot of you in chat know. I painted this picture ages and ages ago. Can't actually get onto my, oh, can I? My, this picture, but also realised my Facebook page has got, obviously, it's got Q in the background with Trump's face there, profile. But look at the profile picture with shiny stars on, orby things, right? When you get one of them profile things, and I thought, what does that look like? And then I was like, oh dear, oh my God, it looks like this, sort of. Do you remember when I did this picture and I was like doing these mandala things, and I was like, I don't know what they are, look like snowflakes. Maybe these is snow, but now I just think it's odd because, like, it's not odd. Orbs. And then I'm getting orbs in everywhere, and bright white ones as well, and some blue ones. And I'm like, oh yeah. That's why I say when I do stuff, I think it comes out through my artwork. Hence the angel in the background with blue hair. So also, before we go, and also the meetup we had ages ago, there was a guy that was talking about the I am, and it was quantum, and it makes more sense now to me. And he was going on about the bluebirds, and that makes more sense to me because birds are supposed to be messengers. Little Jack. I haven't got these on today. I will be hopefully soon getting some of these out. I'm calling them intention bracelets because when you put them on one by one, you can think of an intention as you put them on one by one. Also, some will come in a pack of 14, some will be 7. Some are big wrap ones that you can put around your neck like this, but you can wrap around your arm. I've got some new colours going here. They do have little crystals on. Oh, whack my computer out of the way. And they will be coming, like these ones, I've just not chopped the wire things off yet. These ones will be coming. That's a wrap one. I think they're gorgeous colours. If you can see. Silver tone ones. And there's a bit of purple and blue and bits of pink and different colours. And they've got this one's got a little star on. Somewhere in them they will have like a little gemstone on. Matches my nail varnish today, purple. So I will be putting these up on Instagram and Facebook when I've done a stash. I might come and show them on here just for people so you can see as well. Goodbye everyone, bye Dolly, and oh, bye Jane of Torquay, Effie. Hi King. Are the flowers lotus? Are the flowers lotus? What flowers? Flowers lotus? What flowers? Oh, you mean on my picture? I don't know what they are. They just came out of my head. I was like, a bit like the flower of life, but a different pattern. And I am thinking, just before we go, I can't write no pictures. These are beautiful. Oh, I said, I can't wait to purchase. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Thank you. I'll be showing you the one I've done some because I'm trying to do some in different hues. But like these ones that I'm going to be doing as well. So these are separate from this one. This is a 14. I'll show you. This is a 14 14 individual bracelets, or there'll be some that are 14 and then some that are, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some that'll be just 7. Be sold differently, so you could stack them up. So if there's some, like these are a set because of the same sort of tones, but there might be some where it's a set of 7. And then if you purchase another set of 7, you can mix the colours up because you could buy different tones, if you get what I'm saying. But I think, you know, when you think of an intention in the morning, put it on, say it out loud, put it on. So you sort of reminding yourself to do it. A sort of idea out there. Do you have any with copper? I have got, I do use a lot of copper actually, and I have got copper, like this one's got copper in it. Don't know if you can see copper tones here with the purple in. But I will be doing different, like a bit silver, a bit of copper, a bit of that. I just go with the flow when I do it. So I normally just do them and then, yeah, if you like them, you like them. Thank you. So what was I going to say then? I was going to say something else. What was it? Oh, I'm going to be doing some men things. Don't worry. I've got some bits. It's because I'm not used to doing men stuff, but I am going to be doing some men's bracelets. So don't worry. I'll get these out the way first because these take time because they're fiddly things. But don't worry. I am thinking, because I know there might be some of you that want to purchase, and there's men here as well. So, you know, and you can have the energy on that of them. But yes, I was going to say something else and I can't remember what it was. Something to do with, oh yeah, I know what it was. Oh, thank you, Linda, because my dad was talking about, and I totally forgot what the name was. Just let me take a picture of that. No, let me write it down. What Linda's just put in there, is it Veritas, whatever that says there, because I'm rubbish at reading. Yeah, dropping Q stuff. And my dad told me about it, and I have not checked that channel out yet. So I will be looking at that project. I don't know if Tapper can find that and put it in the links, But thank you. Yeah, Epstein, yeah, because that's saying remember the 5th of November. Just saying for all cute people out there. Is we know I'm going for the dreaded look, not the dreaded look, the dread look. I'm hoping at near the end of December, beginning of January. I'm hoping for December. Oh, and by the way, thanks to let me just check. Someone did a coffee donation the other day, which was lovely, and thank you. And it was, I'm trying to think who it was now. Let's put it this way, it was 2 lovely people from Scotland. So if you know who you are, so thank you very much. I'm also going to be getting in the new year, but I'm just thinking about it. I need to get this tattoo finished off. This stands for Mother Earth. Some people don't like tattoos. If you don't, oh well, I do. And it was supposed to be going round, so but I'm thinking flower of life pattern and a bit of my flower of life pattern. I want something that I've drawn on. So that'll be another thing at some point in the maybe spring or something. I'm trying to get no super chat for your channel. I don't know how to put the super chat on. Though some people get triggered by that. So if you want to donate, you can. I think Tapper might pull it up. I just say coffee chat if you feel like it. If you don't, you don't. That's okay. In my PayPal, my email address. But I'm going to try and get the dreads done before the new year, because I want to go into the new year, with changes, different energies, all that sort of good stuff, sort of representing the let go and release of old energies and stuff. If anyone gets what I'm saying, but that's the way I'm doing it, and I'm quite excited about that. Best to do with PayPal as a gift. Yeah. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel's just put my email address in. You can PayPal that if you want to. Not putting anyone's arm up the back. People get triggered by it. Those on that side, it's like no one's. Thank you, Rachel. So yeah, I'm sure I had something else to say, but yeah. But like I said, Rachel, if you're wanting to see, feel it from your heart, the energy, and feel it from your heart. Just knowingly, just relax. Don't be in fear, because when you start seeing them, you're like, oh my god, oh, and you just want to. I mean, I just sit there at night and don't show you everything I film, because I'm like, and then I think, right, get on with what you're doing. But make sure you have to work best for me with my flashlight on in the dark. So, if you've got a dark room or before you go into bed at night, I'm getting a tingle in my head, just get the lights dim. And you should, it's just easier to see. And then once you see, so you'll start seeing blips out the side of your eyes in daylight and everything I do. But we'll just see. Did you say you saw one before? We'll just see if anything comes in now. I'm just trying to mess with the light. And that's why the person said the other day, she's manipulating the light. We are light, and they're attracted to the light. So when light, I don't know what the right word is, when light waves change or whatever, you can see them easier. And I did take a picture of one last night and managed. Let me see if I got it on my phone. I don't know if it's on my phone or on my tablet, but they are, some of them see-through. I'm getting see-through. And it was blue. It was blue. I just mentioned the word Palladian, and the blue was blue. So I get a tingle in my finger. Let me see. I don't know if it was on my phone. Yeah, I think it was on my phone. Let me see if I can show you this picture. I managed to catch. And I tried to pull it up to see if there's a face, or there is something, but I can't quite match. Right, so there it is, me trying to get the picture to slow-mo, and I have done. So I don't know if this is going to focus. It looks a bit purpley blue there. Can you see here? Because it was going up. And then blowing it up a bit more. There it is. I mean, look at the light coming off it. Looks a bit violet. Vibrations of light, exactly. You can see my bag handles through it. There. And then I think, yeah, they were the pictures, because I had to do it in slow-mo on my phone. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to try and get a picture of this. It's beautiful. So you made me late for work. Hey, I didn't make you late for work. You did. So get yourself off to work. is an angel. Yeah, you know, we all use different words and things, and that it feels nice, whatever. So, yeah, are you saying bye now, Jack, you noisy thing? He did come out of his cage before, and then he went, pardon? And what do you think? That's a high pitch. Yeah. Hmm. And do you sense the spirits? Do you? Yeah. Oh, you're getting cheeky now. Wants to start chirping at the end of the show. Hi Dolly, just woke up and I won the Melbourne Cup. Yeah, but just missed out on the first two across the line. Hey, nice one, Kieran. Well, I'm going now, so I've got to go. I've got things to do, things to sort out for tomorrow and stuff like that. Yes, Tapper, I can send you the picture. Oh, you are noisy. So I'm just going to sit here for 1 minute and say, oh, it's noisy bird. See if we get any coming in this light, which they're here, but I don't know why I'm doing this. It's not heather. What's it called? Lavender. I need to get some sprays like Amanda, you know, when she sprays the sprays. And I'll just be listening to Cosmic Agency while I'm washing up in a minute because 7:17, boom, 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 something happening today. Do you mind? Do you mind? Oh, by the way, before I go, oh, he's getting noisy now. I will do a chat on my little, what is it? Why can I never remember? Altar over there, which I'm from. Oh my God, it's an altar. Oh, she sat. No, it's just a place where not worshipping, honouring. So I have pictures of my grandparents on and certain things and honouring certain energies. Like I swapped a card down today. It's nothing bad. It's just a tool. Some people go, you don't need tools. Everything's from within. Well, it is, but I'm quite a visual person. And if it helps, it helps. As you're just saying. So yes, you can have a point of center altar where you put things on because I have another one around here it's just got a budger on it, but sometimes if I meditate I'll sit there with my candles on. It's just something I can get in the void, the zone, the whatever you want to call it, the energies, and the energies might reside down there because if you're putting loving energies on that space, energy is going to reside in that space. So when you're, I don't know, that's just why I do it. You don't have to, but I do. Thanks for a lovely chat, Dolly and peeps. Yeah, thank you. So I'm just going to sit here just for a couple of seconds and see. Jack's probably scaring him off anyway. He's tweeting this, but I just wish I could have got the light down a bit because it just seems. Oh, mind you, hang on a minute. I did open the curtain over there. Oh, and I've got more books on the go, and I've got more of the little notebook things as well. It's just, you know, there's only me doing it. So, yeah. Oh, God, I'm so shiny today. Yeah, thank you. Oh, I think he is chatting to them. He was dead quiet before. So we'll just see if we can get anything around this area that's a bit... We'll give you a bit of frequency down the old microphone. Jack's gone quiet. He's gone quiet now. Yeah, less triggering, exactly. Oh, yeah, a glass of water. No. No. That was... I have had bits of water. Actually, is there one on the radio? I can't remember. Yeah, give a hand to Tapper. So I'm going to go. Because like I said, you can go and experience this yourself. You know, and I'll try and show you this when it's finished. So some of these I think I'm going to make into covers for journal books. So I don't mean this one because I haven't made this one. I make ones with old papers in and stuff. I'm going to be making some beautiful ones. And I might have covers with all this sort of design on for you to write down your thoughts, what your experience, because when you look back on it, it might link up to something, and that's how you don't forget. Like if you have a dream and you go, oh yeah, I'll remember in the morning, and you think, I don't remember. So you always have a dream journal near your bed, a notebook, and write them down. I don't do it all the time because I forget. I think, oh, then I think, no, Dolly, you've got to write them down in your book because you forget. So they will be going on designs, and I've just got loads of ideas. So, so I'm going to go, and I shall see you all soon. And I hope the messages at the beginning resonated, getting a tickle it, resonated, because I think they were beautiful messages. And I just had the pull to do that this morning, because normally I just do them at any time I feel it. And this morning I was like, I'm going to get this out before I tidy up. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then I thought, I'm going to share it with you all. So yeah, but I definitely think maybe in the new year we should have some sort of orb fest where, you know, imagine we could get the orb realm, the memory bubble, and whoever, and we could be all talking about it, because this is another thing that we're looking into as well. Who knows? Especially if you all start experiencing it. Yeah, so I'm going to go because I'm yakking now. If anyone wants to do a coffee donation, the link is in the chat. And thank you, and I shall see you very soon. Bye. And I'll send you that pitch tapper. Oh, I can't get off because I can't move my mouse. Ah. So see you soon. Bye.